Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. And in this video, we're going to know that how you can build a LLM workflow using LangGraph. Okay. In the previous video, we have seen that how you can actually make a workflow using LangGraph, but we didn't use any LLM over there because we only focus on the how you can actually make a graph using LangGraph. Okay, that's why we don't use any didn't use any LLM. But in this video, I'll show you that how you can actually work with LLMs. Okay. So first of all, this is my VS Code, and I already import some module over here. If you don't know about the module, please go and watch the previous video. I'll discuss this because langgraph.graph, statgraph. Okay. I already imported this. And one thing you have to do is that as we use LLM, so we need a LLMs. Okay, that's why I use LangChain Google Gemini. Import chat Google Gemini API. Okay, I use Gemini API means Gemini as LLM. So how you can get API? So how you can get the API? I will see you that. This is the Google AI Studio. You have to go this website, search Google AI Studio, and go to the Get API key. Okay, click over there and you have seen that I already created a 4 to 5 3 API key. Okay, if you're going to create new one, so create create API key, and you have and create key. Okay, if you click over there, so the API key will be created. Okay, I already created. Let me show you how I paste my. I have to create a .env file. Okay, this is a .env file, and here is my API key. Okay, you have to just go and paste the API key. Actually, this API key. Okay, copy API key. I have to just copy the API key after created. Okay, and I store this .env file in the .env file. Okay, and I go to the my file LLM workflow, and I'll write the code over here. And so this is the code. First, we have to import the API key. Okay, so how you can do this? For that, I already write this. Not write this code. This is the code you have to written for access the LLMs. Okay, load.env because we use this function to load the .env file API key from over there, and then we use it over here Google API key, and then we use the model. Model equal chat Google Generate API. Model name I use in this video Gemini 2.5 plus. This is free. Okay, actually free. And Google API key is equal to API key. Okay, this key. Okay. These things are same actually. This is not part of the LangGraph. I already explained this concept in the previous one video where we use first LangChain. Okay, and we run the code simply. Let me see. Now we move to the LangGraph. Okay, so we all of you know that for that we have to use a when you use a LangGraph, so you have to use the state. So first we will define a state, and in this video we just created a simply question answering LLM workflow. Okay, you ask some question and LLM can give the answer. Okay, this system will make this. So first we define the class state. So for that we have to define a class LLM state. Okay, so to pass type dictionary ty type dicts. You have to import it over here. Already imported type dicts. So next, so we need only two state. One is question and another one is answer. Okay, question and answer. So we define this question and answer. Okay, just run this code, and code next we need define the graph. Okay, so graph is equal to state graph, and pass the state. If pass the state LLM state, then you have to add a node. So you know this, that add node means the particular task. Okay, one node is define one task. So here we have to need one task only. Just LLM take input as a question and give the answer as output. Okay, this is a one particular task. So we have to define a one particular node over here. Okay, so graph dot add underscore node. So I put the function LLM underscore task. So for that, I have to define a function. So let me create the function over here also. So df LLM task. You already know that one node or one task meaning it's defined a particular Python function. You have to create a Python function. Task. You have to pass the state LLM state. Okay. Then next line, you have to import the question. The question is equal to state question. Okay. We just fetch the question from the state. Then we find the answer also. Answer is equal to model dot invoke. You have to call the invoke function. And guys, if you don't know that what is invoke, please watch the previous video. Not previous video. I discussed this concept in the LangChain video. Please go and watch this video if you don't know. I have not explained this concept in this video. Okay. Not question. You have to miss one thing, that you have to pass the prompt. I will pass a prompt over here. Okay. Prompt. Let me create a prompt. Which the prompt we pass the LLM every time. Is equal to answer the following question. We pass the question over here. Okay, we pass the prompt, and see this prompt wherever we pass the LM prompt. Okay, this thing, and then we have to store this in the state. So state answer. Okay, what output we have get from the answer, we restore the in state dictionary. Okay, answer. Okay, then return state. Okay, this function we need. Okay, LLM tags, and then we have to pass this function over here, LLM underscore tags. Okay, then you have to define a edges. Edges means the flow of the graph. Here we only have the one flow. We don't use any 2 and 3 tags. We just only have one tag. So we start and end. It is just one flow. So graph dot add underscore edge start LM underscore tags. And guys, if you don't know that what is edges and what is node, please watch the previous video. I already discussed this, all the concept. Okay. And you have to end the node dot tags. End. Okay. Just put a comma over here. That's why I'm getting error. Just run the code. I'm getting error. Error does not depend on. You have to run this code also. Run this code and then run. Okay. Here you just use just one task, means there is a one node. So we just start the LLM and then end. Okay, in the second edges. Okay. and the next, and then we have to pass a question. Okay, so we pass it as a dictionary. Initial state. So question, just pass the question and pass the what is the capital of India. Okay, we'll ask this question the LLM. Let me see output will be given or not. And final state. We create a variable and grab dot invoke. We invoke this to the graph. Okay, then run the code. Let me see. Getting error. Invoke. Why I'm getting this error? Let me see. Oh, sorry. I have to. I forget one thing that I have to compile this. Okay, I go to the LangChain wise, so I have to compile this. So workflow dot grab dot workflow. Okay, grab dot compile. Okay, then you have to pass the workflow over here. Okay, now it is run, and let me print the final state. See the output. Let me see answer was coming or not. What is the capital of India? Answer: the capital of India is New Delhi. Okay, let me try the another question. Let me try capital of West Bengal. Let me print this Kolkata. Okay, this is how the you can create a simple workflow in LangGraph. Okay, it's very simple. It just I show you the simple workflow, because when you learn simple workflow, how to build simple workflow using LangGraph, then you gradually will be able to create more complex type of workflow. Okay, this is very simple workflow. It's just one LLM calls. In the next video, I'll show you that how you can create a prompt chaining. Okay, where you use 2 or 3 LLMs. Okay, here we just create one LLM calls, and in the prompt chaining, in the case of prompt chaining, so you have to use 2 or 3 LLMs. Okay, that's why you call prompt chaining. In the next video, we also show this. If you like this particular video, please give a thumbs up, and if you have any query, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys.